What up, Chicken Nuggets? Tyler here, Tarver Cards, and this is the Sports Cards
And
Are Dope
Ezra.
in Sports Cards Are Dope podcast. And I have a special guest, my daughter, Ezra Tarver. Ezra, say what's up. How you doing? It's an audio podcast, so if you make a face, only the YouTube people can see it. Near the mic.
Well, I guess you have to follow us on YouTube then.
There you go.
I'm kidding. Unfollow my dad and follow me.
Okay, fair enough. All right, Ezra Tarver on YouTube. Check her out. Or don't check her out, but like follow her. That was weird. Hey, I know. I'm sorry. It was weird. Sorry.
You got these 50-year-old grown men.
Hey, but you still want the sub, don't you?
Yeah, just subscribe to me and don't look at my channel.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's fair. All right, so
And send money.
Today's episode is called How I Stole Steph Curry's Powers. That is exactly what this episode is about, okay?
Okay, well, really, it wasn't you. It was, like, me because, like...
You're the one that was close to him. Oh, we're going to get to that. We gotta work our way there, okay?
Okay, guys.
So we're going to tell the story.
Okay, I'm telling the story because I'm a better storyteller.
Okay, talk about when we started, okay? When we got there.
So we come into the stadium. Walk, okay? And when we get
Okay, speed up a little bit. Fast forward a little bit to the story. Okay.
So
we get there early. We get there really early. And hold on, pause real quick. Pause. People always want to ask this. How early do we get to the games? Normally at the Grizzlies games, they open the doors an hour and a half early. And then if you have tickets to the lower bowl, you can go down to the lower bowl and get them to sign stuff. Now, granted, if you're confident or you find the right person, you can just sneak on by and go down there. But usually they open the doors an hour and a half early at Grizzlies games. Now, I am what they call like MVP, which doesn't mean I'm great. It just means that I am either half or full season ticket holder. I'm a half season ticket holder. And so certain games, I can ask my rep if we can get in a little early. He brings us some wristbands and we can actually get in about 2 hours and 15 minutes early. So normally games start at 7. They open at 5:30 for everybody. We can get in about 45 minutes earlier than that. I have only ever done that for, I think, 2 games, and this is one of them. This is one of the games that we did it for the Wizards game, and then we've done it for this because Jordan Poole on the Wizards. Love Jordan Poole. So we want to see him. Make sure we saw him warming up. And then the Warriors, because we love the Warriors. And so we got there early. We were the first ones over there, and we got in our corner, and we were posted up in the best spot for Steph to sign it.
Turn.
Now your turn.
So we were posted up, like, you know where it's like the little like corner, you know, like we were right there. So we were like right there. Okay. Now there's no one like on our like side yet. It was literally just me and my dad. So we were sitting down and there wasn't any players coming out. Well, this one player like walks out and stuff. And he, like, was eating something, like, looked around, and my dad's like, oh, there's Steph Curry. And I was like, oh, what? That was Steph Curry? So I, like, go crazy, and I was, like, about to
Steph! And he's, like, kind of nodded. He had, like, headphones in. He kind of, like, waved at us and then walked in. But he walked out, like, nobody was there. We were just chatting because there was, like, one person warming up. And he just, like, strolled out eating out of, like, a tray with his headphones in.
And, well, guys, just a little, like, beforehand, right when he came out, like, right before that, my dad was, like, I was telling him, I was like, Dad, are we actually going to get Steph Curry's signature? Or are you just, like, putting my hopes up and stuff? And he was like, to be completely honest, I'm not very sure. Like, don't get your hopes up. You know, we might not even see him, you know, or, like, you know, like, see him, like, close to us and stuff. And then right when we said that, he walked out. So I was, like, getting all sad because I was like, was that our only chance? And I literally just sat there, like...
And I was like, no, he'll probably come out and warm up unless he warms up way early because sometimes the players will warm up and be done before anybody else gets out there. But what I've noticed is, like, usually the more, like, pretty much the better player you are, the later you warm up unless you really don't want to sign autographs. And so, like, Ja Morant, he's the last one to warm up for the Grizzlies, but... They make everybody, as soon as Ja comes out to start warming up, they make people leave and go sit down so that he's not standing there signing people's autographs. So we don't even have Ja's autograph on anything. So so we're sitting there. He comes out, does a little glance, but bounces. Oh, that would have been a perfect time to get him to sign something because nobody else was there.
And then, okay, guys, so then we, like, wait a little bit. You know, we were signing all these other people, you know. And then Steph, he's, like, coming. We were, like, worried that he, like, wasn't going to come again. Well, he comes running out, and we're like, yay. And then, right when he comes running back, he's, like, literally, he starts signing, like, the people on the floor.
Pause.
No, I know.
Okay.
So he starts signing on the people on the floor and stuff. Well, then, right when that happens, the security guard comes up to us. And, by the way, like, we're at the bottom corner, and we do this every game. And, well, like... our seats are like at the top, but they let us like come down there to
Yeah.
just sign because like there's like this whole row of people.
There's like
there
there's
doing
like an
this.
aisle. There's an aisle there between the seats and the gate, so
And
people
then-
stand in the aisle.
There was like these like older people and stuff, and they come over and they're like wanting to sit down, and then the security guard comes up to me and my dad, and they're like, "Hey, y'all need to go to y'all's seats." And
Yeah,
stuff.
they said you got to move. The people whose seats are here. And so what I did was we had our stuff sitting in those 2 seats. So I picked up my jacket and all my stuff, and I was like holding it, and I pulled it up, and we
were,
stepped
like,
in the
not
aisle.
in their way,
No,
like,
we
at
stepped in the
all.
aisle, and she was like, the security guard goes, "No, you have to move down the rail." And I know, like my buddy was standing with his kids down the rail, like because he got there later. I know if you move down that rail, they are not coming down that aisle to sign it. They're only coming through that tunnel. They will not sign it if we're standing there. And I'm looking at her, and I go, "No, we're out of their way. We're in the aisle." She goes, "No, you have to move." Like apparently because they have the seats closest to the aisle, everyone else has to move. And so I was like, "Are you serious?" I was like, Steph is he's the last one. He's the main person.
Guys,
he
and-
got me into watching basketball again, and I want to get him to sign something.
Guys, and like the older people didn't even care to like
No.
do it or anything. So then I get like so sad because I was like so happy and stuff because he was literally coming. So I get so sad. I started to cry and stuff. Well, then the old lady like pulls me aside and stuff, and she's like, hold up. Okay, honey, come here." And then I like come over to her and I'm like wiping off, and she's like, "I'll figure this out." And then she starts talking to the security lady, and she's like, "Okay, she can come here, okay? I'll just move over for a second."
Or no, they didn't even move over. They just sat in their seats. There was room. There was
Yeah.
room for us to stand and not be in their way. Here's the thing, the crazy thing to me. So these 2 people wanted to sit in their seats. We went to the aisle, but they were like, "Nope, you got to clear out."
And it wasn't
And I
even
was
the
just-
people. Like, the people didn't even have a problem. It
No,
was literally
it was the security guard that was like, "Nope, you got to move." And so Ezra started getting upset. I didn't tell her to get upset. She just got upset because we had been waiting for literally almost 2 full hours in that spot to get Steph to sign something. She had made a sign where she wanted to give something to him that she had bought that she had
No,
made
for his daughter.
for Riley. Yeah, Riley's her age, and so he wanted to give that to his daughter. And on the other side of the sign, you said, "I drove," and it said 9,123, and then really small it said seconds to be here because we only drove 2 hours. But you know, when you come really far away, sometimes they sign stuff. And so we started moving. They let her go back, so I'm down the rail. And I'm wearing a Steph USA jersey.
And
she's wearing a
Dad
Steph's
has-
high school Knights jersey. Sorry.
And then Dad has these, like, meta glasses.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if y'all see them or not. And they, like, film and stuff. Well, he has them on, and he's, like, filming. But, like, it's so far away from me, so you can, like, barely see it. And
You can barely see it.
He wishes that he would have just given me the glasses. 'Cause
Yeah, that would have been
so
cool.
much better.
That would have been a great shot.
But at least we, like, got to get up there and everything.
Yeah.
Hand him your basketball. Hand him your basketball. Hand him your basketball, Ezra. That's awesome. Thank y'all for letting her get closer. Ezra, that's awesome. Say thank you. Say thank you to them for letting you get close. That was awesome, Ezra. That's awesome. All right. We don't want Draymond Green.
I was pulling you upside down.
Were you really? Did you tell? What did you say to him?
I said I got something for Riley. And he said, what? And I said, this is for Riley. And I put it in his arm.
Awesome.
And I said, can you sign my basketball? And then he signed it. He signed it. I got
right
it
there.
at the top.
Ezra, you're amazing. All right, let's go. We don't want Draymond Green's auto. We're good.
That's ridiculous.
That's awesome.
First, I like made him sign the ball and stuff, and then I had this T-shirt, and I like while he was signing the ball, I like put the T-shirt on his arm.
Yeah, you
So
put it
then-
over his shoulder. At first, you weren't going to get a sign because she was holding the poster, and she was the first one. And she's holding the poster, and then she has the shirt, and she's like, "I got this." And he's like, "Okay." And like, he's just, he's kind of in the zone. He's kind of on autopilot, if you will. And so he starts going, and he started moving down and signing the next person's. And I've seen this enough to know, like, I was sitting there, and you can hear me on the video, and somebody called me out for it. I was like, "Ezra, get the ball," because she's like holding the sign, and she had this ball right here that she was trying to get signed, and I was like, get the ball," and it sounded a little aggressive. I wasn't trying to be aggressive or rude. I was just like, "Girl, don't forget," like.
Guys, he literally is so aggressive. Like, please send money to get me some headphones because, like, it's just so
My
hard.
dad's so mean. You gotta send me
It's
money to
just-
buy headphones.
No, it's just
Because
like,
of his aggressive words.
it's just so hard living
Yeah.
with them. And, like,
It's so tough, Ezra. Thank you for fighting the good fight, Ez. I'm so proud. Anyway, so I'm like, Ezra, get the ball. So she like set the poster down because that had both of her hands. And she grabbed the ball and she is so good. She went to go have him sign it.
and he was about, guys, literally, I handed him it, like, right here and stuff, and he was literally about to sign it, like, in the corner and stuff, and I was like, no, sign it right there.
You said sign it here.
Yeah,
if you're
so
on
I-
YouTube, you can see it. Right underneath the San Francisco. This is the city
so
edition ball.
I was like, no, sign it right there. Why would you sign it in the
Yeah,
corner?
you're the GOAT, bro. Come on.
And then I gave him the shirt for Riley. I said, this is for Riley!
You did scream that out.
Because he, like,
It was so loud. There was everybody there.
because, like, he could not hear me. I said it, like, 3 times. I was like, this is for Riley. I was like,
He's like,
I was
what?
like, this is for Riley. And he was like, what? And I was like, this is for your daughter, Riley.
And then he started moving on, and that's when she like grabbed the ball to get him to sign it. So we ended up getting it signed, which is awesome. And people were like, "Oh, you're sending your kid to sign it." I would have been there next to her, but they made me move. I didn't want just her to be over there signing it. I wanted to get a jersey signed by him
It's
as well.
just my dad's not, like, cute enough to
That's true.
bribe old people to let them.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. And I found this out. If you're standing there, because who was it? One time I was there with Titus, and Titus is not as aggressive as you when it comes to getting stuff signed. He's very passive on there. But you're like hang the ball over, like, please sign it. So that's
like,
another
put
reason
it
I'm
in
glad
their
you were at the
face.
Warriors game with me, because you were very aggressive. That was great. And you're like, well, she just signed stuff. Yes, Ezra doesn't care about NBA players' autographs. But you know what Ezra does like? Getting paid. And so as you could tell, she asked for money. So what did we do right after that to pay you for helping getting that ball signed for me?
We got me a jacket.
Yes, we went to the merch store. We got you a jacket and a beanie, right?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure we went to Sephora.
Yeah, I was like, girl, I gave her pretty much like $200 worth of stuff from the Grizzlies store. And that jacket does look dope. You look really cool.
Yeah,
in
I
it.
got the jacket and a beanie and stuff.
Yeah.
But what was it that you got me? I think it was just Sephora stuff.
Yeah, I'll let you get some other stuff too. But that's the thing, like I still paid her for that, but that wasn't like the plan. She would have done it anyways just to be nice.
Maxes.
You should have gotten some AirPod Maxes. That's the problem. You played your cards too early.
Shirt.
I know. So in this, I posted the video, and again, I was like, Ezra, get the ball signed, because I didn't want her to forget, and he was about to move on. And she got it signed, which is awesome. Now it hangs on my wall. I'm not selling it. Don't worry, Steph. I know you're a listener, so don't worry. Thank you, Ez, for showing the YouTube people. Okay, sweet. All right, so let's set that down. You're making me super nervous. Okay, got it. I'm just gonna. I know. Let's just hold it till after the app. Okay. So one of my favorite comments, and why I say I joke around about like saying the title of this is that we took Steph Curry's powers, is when I posted the video. It was when they played the Grizzlies, and at that game, Steph had probably the worst game of his NBA career. They play. If you guys remember this on the news, they lost by almost 50 points.
But
No, it was over. It was 51 points. They lost by 51 points to the Grizzlies, 144-93. Steph, who's the best shooter in history, he had 2 points, but that was on free throws because he was 0 for 7 from the field and 0 for 6 from 3. He missed all 13 of his shots and then hit 2 free throws. Probably the worst game of his career, okay? So we're sitting there, and I'm like, I posted the video, and somebody noticed it was the Grizzlies game, and they're like, yo, Tarver, when you handed him that ball, you monstered him. Do you remember in Space Jam, whenever they the players touch that ball and it takes their powers?
Yeah.
They were joking in the comments that you took Steph Curry's powers with that ball. Now, the next game, he bounced back and did incredible.
It's okay because the powers just came to me.
Yeah, now, and you don't even play
And
basketball.
Now
You were a defensive. You were GP2. You were a lockdown defender when you did play that one season.
Yeah, but I quit because this one time we were like
There's the
playing
mic.
basketball and stuff, and this girl, she was so like she would always cheat and stuff, and she fell, and I like pretend like I didn't kick her.
You
and I
pretended to
wasn't-
curb stomp her on the court.
I was like.
You started to kick like you were fighting your brothers and realized and stopped, but it looked like you were gonna curb stomp her face. Yes.
And then I look over and like all my like family
I was
and
like,
stuff,
no, sweetheart, don't do that.
and
I was the
it's like-
coach.
Yeah, and then also like sometimes I just want to understand it. So like one time my dad was telling me he was like, it was like we had like a few seconds left, and he's like, okay, Ezra, Tatum's gonna pass this to you, and then you're gonna shoot it, okay? So she passes it to me, and I'm like, and he like told me some steps to do and stuff, and I was like, wait, what steps again, Dad? And I like talked to him in the middle of the game, and then the timer goes off, and he was like, just shoot it! And I was like, I don't know what steps to
Sweetheart,
take.
I'll be honest. You never practiced at basketball.
No.
You went out and just played. What, did you play 2 seasons? I think you
3
played.
seasons.
Did you play 3?
I
thought
went,
it was just 2.
No, I went from 3rd grade to 5th grade.
No, I think you. Okay, 2 to 3 seasons. I'll be honest. You were a really good player. You would have been great if you want to keep playing, but that's okay that you don't want to.
I just have
You're
long
into
legs,
dance.
so I could literally.
Well, you're
only
tall,
run.
you're fast, and you're aggressive. That's the thing, especially at your age. If you're aggressive, you have a spot on the court, okay? Because a lot of people are really timid when they play. So you did great, but it's okay if you like dance and you like cheer, and that's okay, and I love that. Do I love you less? Absolutely, I do. But I think you're still pretty neat. I'm kidding. I don't love
It's
you
okay
less.
because I don't love you at all.
Wow.
I'm just joking.
I'm joking.
If he gives me AirPod Maxes.
Okay, fair enough. So we pretty much
also,
this
guys-
ball holds all of Steph Curry's powers. Space Jam 3, starring Steph Curry.
This is where we come to our sponsor of the video, Apple. You better buy some Apple products because they're so good. And like, see this iPhone right here? You can get this for $5.99. And I just spit on the mic, so hopefully y'all heard that. You know, it just gets more juice into the.
So
audio.
Ezra, dear goodness, Ezra is trying to save some AirPod Maxes, and she actually made a couple $100 when you worked.
Yes.
She doesn't collect cars, but she went with me to the Nashville show because we were gonna hit the Grizzlies game, and we did a lot of stuff that she wanted to do. But the Friday of the Nashville card show, we went. And I gave her like an Amen Thompson Purple Wave card. I got it for like a few bucks. I think it was worth like 5
And
to
I
10.
traded it
She
up.
traded up.
And I got like $70, $80 for
Well,
it.
she ended up with like $85. She traded up to like 4 or 5 cards plus a Zion Williamson Green Prism PSA 10. And she ended up selling all of them for a total of like $85. And so she made $85 in like an hour's worth of work up there. And then whenever you do videos, like we do challenges where you can win $20
But
here,
the
$20
thing
there.
was, guys, I'm just gonna ask for AirPod Maxes for my birthday and stuff because I had a lot of money, but then I had to like give my mom some money because I was like buying gifts for my friends and stuff. So like that took away like $45 of my dollars, and I just don't feel like working to get more money.
Yeah,
So
it's good.
why not just wait till
Some
my birthday?
motivational podcast. It's good about work hard, but also not too hard if you don't want to.
No, it's like work hard, but then unwork. You know.
Yeah, quote
So
that.
now I can like just do whatever because now I have like a $50 bill. But guys, I'm not gonna spend my $50 bill. Okay, now
sweet.
that's all for the podcast.
Thank you guys so much for listening. This is how we stole Steph Curry's powers. This ball is Space Jam 3. We have all his powers. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Doses,
Steph Curry,
doses,
thank you
and-
for signing the basketball. That was super cool of you. You're the GOAT. We love you. And yeah, I hope
Doses.
you gave that shirt to Riley, but I can imagine that after that game, you probably threw that
Stop
shirt in the
yapping,
trash.
Dad. Bye, guys.
All right, y'all be good. Stay sweet. Never stop collecting. Sports cards are dope, and so are you. Bye. Later. Good job, Ez. Thank you for doing that.